As beautiful as it is, this place has problems. Big problems. We can solve those problems.
About 75% of the human pathogens, those that eventually infect humans, come directly from an animal.
West Nile virus,
HIV,
salmonella,
bird flu.
The cost, if you tally it all up, is tremendous.
It truly is essential to recognize and have an early response to a disease threat.
Washington State University has a role to play in that human-animal interface.
We're focused on bisphenol A because it is so ubiquitous in our environment. It can disturb the development of breast tissue, of prostate tissue, of the developing brain, and can lead to the development of adult cancers.
Sleep loss deranges metabolism, pushing you toward the diabetic end of the spectrum.
If you can measure a person's response to sleep deprivation, you can predict their need for sleep and their level of risk.
Biggest thing is the environment is changing. Will we be able to grow the same varieties here in the next few years?
High throughput metabolomics is a radically different approach, but there's so many other problems that you can solve with this new biochemical approach.
Once we have the knowledge of the entire genome, this will arm us to sustain our industries for the future.
What my research examines is the sustainability of different farming systems. Organic most often wins. When you look at all the sustainability indicators, it does a better job. Benefits of practicing more sustainable ag. You're sequestering more carbon in your soil. That means less CO2 in the atmosphere. That's what you want to do.
Our vision is the commitment we have to the rural poor in developing countries.
Malawi is the third poorest country in the world. We put together the team to develop a foot-powered irrigation pump, a so-called treadle pump.
We use Washington State University's knowledge and capabilities in farm productivity, in health.
Over the last 80 years, we may have used up more than half of our petrochemical resources that took several hundred million years to generate.
We have a number of different projects to investigate modifying the fatty acid composition of plant oils to substitute for petroleum products.
Nuclear energy is one option that could produce significantly more energy and at the same time do it in a way that does not produce carbon.
But I think in this century, the emphasis will be on man-made materials, which are designed and built to tackle specific needs. As the baby boomers get old, the issues of hip replacement, knee replacement, well, guess what? We'll have to put advanced materials there.
We're working on international relations in the College of Business. We talk about sustainable technology and the impact of business on the environment, because their generation is really going to be the generation that will have to come up with the solutions to those problems.
The ability for us to impart on our students the ability to get a job, sure, but at some time in their career to make a job is another key hallmark.
I think the new college has a great opportunity to help internationally as well as locally. As the Murrow College, we should be setting the example for how communicators should communicate and can communicate across communities that are in far reaches of the world.
It's an awesome responsibility right now to prepare the next workforce.
We increasingly hear from corporations around the state of Washington and around the country. They really are looking for students with global competency, with experience in other countries. Students who would feel comfortable sitting around a boardroom with colleagues from India, China, France, South America.
President Floyd has challenged us with a new organizational form. How do you organize a college around a goal, that being sustainability? The other challenge that he offered in that new college is that it be virtual. People could be a part of it from around the world.
I received the Regent Scholarship at the Crimson level. Without that money, I would not have been able to attend school. It really paved the way for what I want to do.
Otherwise, I don't think I would have gone to college. Well, I would have had to pay for it myself. I think it would have been difficult trying to keep my high grades and work now. But with the scholarship, I've been able just to focus on my studies.
I can really go ahead and do this and have the opportunity to do good science.
I've been able to make the most out of my college experience, and it's one of the biggest blessings that I've ever had. Words can't really express how thankful I am.
We will create the world-changing ideas we need. It's just a matter of time and resources.
This is a partnership, and that scientific partnership comes down to our desire to do things that we believe will benefit humanity and society. But somebody pays for it, somebody supports it, somebody helps it occur.
We sent a team to Africa. It takes about $25,000, and that's very expensive. But I'll tell you, the results are far more valuable than spending $25,000 in almost any other way. It changes their life. And that's really what we're about, isn't it?
The WSU alumni and their contacts and so on and so forth have an importance far beyond what they probably even recognize themselves. It's the difference between us doing it and us thinking about doing it.
This is a beautiful place, and we can solve its problems.